Happy Black Barbie History Month. We are going to keep chugging along. We are halfway through Black Barbie History Month, but we've still got so much more to learn. So today we're going to talk about the Harlem Renaissance, which you may or may not have learned about in school. But the Harlem Renaissance was an intellectual and cultural revival of African American music, dance, art, fashion, literature, theater, politics, and scholarship, centered in Harlem, Manhattan, in the New York City area, spanning the 1920s and 1930s. There was also some inspiration for African Americans who were in Paris at that time. The Harlem Renaissance instilled in African Americans across the country a new spirit of self-determination and pride, a new social consciousness, and a new commitment to a political activism, all of which would provide a foundation for the civil rights movement that would happen in the 1950s and the 1960s. So the Harlem Renaissance was a huge time for the arts, especially music and literature. So in 2015, Mattel launched their Harlem Theater collection, which this series has shed light that I did not complete the collection. I only have one of the 3 dolls. So I have the 3rd doll here. And the bold Harlem Theater collection represents the courageous women of an era who paved the way for future generations to freely and creatively express themselves. During the Harlem Renaissance era, patrons of the arts like Madame Lavinia would often commission artists to showcase their latest work. Up-and-coming artist Selma Dupar James was selected to hold her first solo exhibition in the Harlem Theater Salon. Her piece is a beautiful portrait of a jazz singer, Claudette Gordon. So I'm going to insert some pictures so you can see the other dolls from the series. The first doll came out in 2015, Claudette Gordon, and she was inspired by the great beauties who sang their hearts out on stage. And this is the Claudette Gordon in the picture of this Selma Dupar doll. But this is Claudette Gordon, and just a gorgeous, gorgeous doll. The next doll is Madame Lavinia, and she represented the dolls who were in the hottest nightclubs in the 1920s. This music maven features a posable body and many lavish details. So we love our curvy posable bodies. So, and then the doll that I have, Selma Dupar, came out in 2017. So it was great that Mattel would spotlight the Harlem Theater collection and really just showcase the Harlem Renaissance. It was such a huge revival of culture for the African American community. So thank you, Mattel, for